Hi. Hi, people. The energies are hectic. Energies are intense. Let's see. Before we start, I'll give you a bit of a hypothesis. I'm thinking about this. I was thinking while we're not sleeping, right? When this happens. Like a lot of us, like last night, I stayed awake the entire night. And I watched the sun come up and I was like, okay, I know sleep now. Anyway. So, don't try and fight it if it's there. But you know what I think it is? Because we are antennas, really. That's all we are. We're receivers. That's actually the whole part of this human game is, identifying frequencies and vibrations, and then we kind of turn them into things, right? But when we've got this big incoming surge coming in, what we're doing is exactly, our mind is so freaking busy, it's like, because it's now reading all this information that's coming in. So of course we've got these light codes or frequencies and vibrations that are coming into the planet. Light carries information, code, same thing. So there's so much, and our antenna is overactive, or mine anyway, is very it's now reading and perceiving all this information that's coming in, all these downloads or upgrades that, that are coming into the planet. Because it is, our cells are, and they've got changing frequency vibration. So I think that's what it is, actually. I thought, oh, that makes sense then, because, and that's why it's not going to sleep, because the mind is like, it's now, trying to sync and read the frequencies, read the information of all this, that's coming in, the light, with energy, it's conscious. There we are. So that's what I actually now decided, okay, that, there we are. That makes the most sense to me, it resonates with me, why, like, yes, and then you do anyway, you get all these epiphanies and so much information comes through and it's like, brrr. So your mind obviously has, filtered that information. It goes through your third eye to the mind, the logical, the brain part, the human, or the so-called physical part. There we are. And it deciphers all that shite and it comes out of our mouth. There we are. Anyway, so that's what I came up with. A lot came through. I shared on my page today to help meditations, to do this, to clear that, to whatever. Anyway, upgrades and what's going on. I shared that information on videos on my TikTok page. Right, the upgrades, downloads, change in the crystalline structure. That's going on. It makes a lot of sense actually with everything happening. Now there was something else I was going to share with you quickly. Oh. Think. Trying to think what it was now. Besides, I did say someone asked me to get a bit more detail. About 2 years ago, we did the DNA activation story. We were guided to do this, and the cell activation to light. I did that, and I shared those videos on my Facebook page. Then I didn't have anything else, so I was doing those, and I had one that came to activate all the cells. So it activated all the cells in the body, and you see, like, it was amazing. It was it was lovely. And they all just started becoming light. Anyway, I shared that one, and then we had, everyone was going around at the beginning doing the DNA activation, upgrade, whatever. So anyway, I was it seems to have changed, obviously, because the crystalline structures changed. So we got access, we're going up anyway. So we got access to more as we go up in frequency and dimension. Anyway, we've got access to more information. Obviously, the information or the coding or thing is going to change according to the paradigm that's changing, right? So as Cryon talked about the DNA, if you listen to Cryon, if any of you haven't, you should really do that. All his channelings he's done over 30 years is on his website and for free to everybody to go and have a look. But he talks about the innate, which everybody should know, very important, your relationship with your innate, which is your inner being, which is your intelligent body. He explains everything. I'm not going to go into it. He explains exactly what it is, how to work with it, and I was like bingo when I heard that. It was like party time, It was like, wow, it resonated. A lot of the stuff he said to me, and you just remember, it was like, yeah, it resonated. It's like triggering our memories, basically. Because all we're doing is we're remembering, awakening. We are source, we know everything anyway. So a lot of the stuff resonated with me, right? And then we had the DNA activation. Now he said what we were operating on was 30% of our DNA. So 30% of the human DNA was all we were using. The rest of the scientists didn't know what it was and called it junk. And he said it's multidimensional, which I told you. The cells are as well now. I discovered that one. So our cells are the same, the hollow inside. It's multidimensional. They just haven't been able to read it yet. So that's multidimensional. He said the cells, that's why they can't see it, the DNA. And what he says your aura is a DNA field. It extends That is the auric field, and it's actually your cash. That's how we can read people. We're reading their energy. Their cash is in them. We're reading it. So anyway, it's amazing what he it makes a lot of sense too, and how our crystalline grid on the earth and so a lot of stuff. He said you can verify. They're finding out. Science is proving. So it's not like and he's been doing it for a long time. Anyway, so I don't have an issue with Crown's information at all. So then he said, I saw something. He said, I know something about our crystalline. I know he said the grid has shifted. The first correction has been made. So the amount of work we did, and we knew it was a reset. Something had shifted. So the first correction was made. The reset has started already, and we can see in ourselves and the physical shift and the DNA. Anyway, I shared all that on my YouTube, on my TikTok. You can go and have a look. I made it in little videos today in brief, right? So then I was guided again because I had done it before, but when you know something and it feels, but it just didn't feel right. So he was saying, activate your DNA, instruct your DNA to activate, to switch on the multidimensional part, whatever. Now I did this like 2 years ago or so. So we did that, activated our DNA, my DNA is active, all operate, working at 100% capacity. You were doing this in your meditations and affirmations, right? You were instructing it, which you said. So to instruct your DNA so more of it will come on. He reckons at the moment there's a 40 or 50% of the DNA in people is actually only working. So I was like, no, I don't want that. And he was saying Jesus had about 80% of his DNA fully functional. So you can imagine what you can do when it's all functional. So it seems to be everyone looks outside. The power is in you. The cells, like Emmanuel that turned into light, woof, and disappeared into ether. That's it. He got all his cells to operate at 100% capacity. The light that science will tell you now, they can verify this, that it emits is more than the sun. So you literally turn into pure light. Woof, this bright, you'll turn into a light bulb, and there we are. Well, obviously, you're not going to be able to stay in the physical body. You'll just be a full light body, you know what I mean? But that's up to you. If you can get there, well, then you've achieved a lot, because you obviously done a lot of work and self-work to even get into that place. So he said that was where we were, right? So I was sitting back then and saying 80% of my DNA, or I was instructing 80% of my DNA, 100%. I was going up in stages, right? But you just never felt like it was quite ticking. Anyway, then today I know he said something about that our DNA has lost its memory. The memory was missing. Because we were living up the blueprint we were designed at as humans when they did this whole from ape man to human type thing. 200,000 years, that little chain link, anyway. Editing, they went on. Right. We were designed to live as Moses did, like 900 and something years, right? That's what we're supposed to be doing. But the memory was missing in the encoding. So this is why. It's forgotten. So it's been gone. So now we've gone up, right? So I did my meditation, and I'll do it because somebody asked me. I said, okay, I'll do it on my live. Now I'll guide you through it, and then somebody wants, they can go to my YouTube page and go and do it themselves. So, and I didn't have this plan, by the way. I said meditation, and I asked my higher self, whatever they want to show me, do whatever. Who knows where I'm going to go, see, clearing, healing, anything that needs to be done. And it just comes, it just goes on its own. So I just have no clue what's going to come, what I'm going to do in my meditation, what am I going to clear, anything. I asked them to come in and tell me whatever's, Anyway, this was the DNA thing. It was interesting. And I just, you just automatically find yourself doing shit and you don't know why. So here we are. You're going to sit. You're going to get into your meditation like you would always do. You do your, I don't know, however you do it. You do your thing. You do your breathing. You do your protection, you do whatever you want to do, right? Calling your guides, calling your angels to assist you. Do whatever you do, whoever you work with to assist you. Then you're going to set up yourself. You must do it. You've got to see it in your third eye or visualize it, right? You're going to set up a pyramid structure, a real triangle structure around you. And it's going to be filled with crystalline light. Now, if anyone knows what crystalline light is, imagine rainbow light, but it's see-through. It's clear. It's absolutely clear. It's not like you couldn't see it. Colors that you can't see through. It's transparent, like the sun rays, that bright, shiny ray now. You see, we moved in dimensions. If you notice, our sun's a lot hotter and the rays are much brighter. Very different light we've got. So now you're imagining all the rainbow colors in a way, but they're transparent. It's crystalline. Anyway, so this is what came in. So you've got the crystalline light, right? Which is going to come, and you're going to fill that triangle around you, pyramid, with pure crystalline light, with all the light codes and activation for your divine, what was it, template, the divine DNA template. Okay, because that's what it was set up, right? The original template your DNA was set up for, right? So you're calling in all the crystalline light, all the codes and activation to activate the divine DNA template, which is a crystalline template, right? So you've done that, you're doing that. So now you will see it. I'm already doing, I've done it once, but anyway, I'm going to go through it. I'm doing it again, because whatever you say it happens. It's happening, fella. I'm going through it again. All right, so there we are. It's all around now. Now I'm sitting in this pyramid shape, round, completely engulfed me, and it's full of crystalline light within codes, or because it's information and light, it carries information, right? It's carrying all the information to really replace. It's going to put the memory back of the DNA, the divine type, the blueprint or template. You want the original template, the original human DNA template, the divine one. All right, so now that's in. You've asked for that. There we are. And now it's now going to activate the divine DNA template, crystalline template. And you restore the memory of your longevity, which is like the original longevity, 900 and something years. I mean, you're supposed to be, geez, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to watch it because I don't really want to live that long. Sorry, not at the moment. Anyway, so yeah, so you got to be careful what you intend, because honestly, anyway, but there we are. Doesn't mean you're going to have, no one's going to be doing it now. It's up to you, but there we are. So you are restoring the memory and the divine template, divine DNA template. Okay, demon. And it works, I'm not joking. So you're going to see yourself saturated in this light, and you're going to watch your DNA. Now you see the light penetrating into the physical vessel, or so-called physical vessel, and you're watching the DNA. You'll actually see your DNA turning and becoming, it's crystalline. It's transparent crystalline light. As it activates, right? It goes in, it's activating the DNA to the divine template. Wow, it's amazing. Whew. And you're activating I'm activating every strand of DNA. I always like to go big or go home, eh? So I don't do 30% of the DNA. No, let's do it all, baby. So activate all that DNA, right? You see it activating divine. Every strand of your DNA now is fully active. The memory, the divine template is restored. Thank you. The memory, the divine template of complete divine crystalline template of the DNA is being restored. The originally designed, the original template blueprint is there. Thank you, divine template. There we are. Now your DNA is 100% functional and completely multidimensional. Wow. Thank you. All right. This is how we were originally designed and were once upon a time, before we dropped in dimensional game. All right. Whew. Okay, so that's what you do, and you see it and you'll feel it. Okay, that was the DNA crystalline, original thing. And I noticed the difference because when I did this 2 years ago, it wasn't the same. Nothing really happened. I don't know why. So maybe it wasn't quite there because we hadn't quite shifted enough yet. So not much happened there. All your DNA, all of it. Don't say percentage. I don't do percentage things because we all think you know. Don't do percentage. all, every strand of my DNA is fully active at 100%, and it's absolutely functional and completely now multidimensional. Wow, amazing. All right, there was one. The other one, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember all these things I said I would give people in this live was, what was it now? Oh, all right. Here's a lesson that came to me. Because we're doing daily lives, and these daily lives are actually to raise our frequency and vibration light to the highest possible so people can learn. We're practicing. So this is affirmations we're doing every day. I've told people what they should be doing, what they should not be doing, not watching, doing, whatever. And your 30 days or 40 days should be purely focusing on this. And no media, no nonsense, no gossip. Go and watch the first one on YouTube. This is what we're actually doing, what the lives are actually about. But yesterday, I was tired. As I told everybody, I should have actually just napped and not gone on. Anyway, so I tried to stay awake. I wanted to have a nap until the live at 7, which was not a good idea. So then I stayed awake all night. So I never went to sleep last night. So I should have just missed the live, and too bad, It's just one of those things. So now your energy is low. You are tired already. And this lives are meant to be purely about affirmations, raising our frequency and vibration, but people join and they don't know. So somebody asked me some questions, I don't know. Anyway, it got on the topic I do not like discussing. But it's always a divine purpose. I love Source. I mean, everything's for a divine reason, because I can help, I learn, and I give guidance then. Because I'm now experienced, I can tell you what not to do. So practice what we're preaching. So we're talking about manifestation, about being in complete alignment, and then you don't have to worry about manifesting. Because if you completely line up the highest frequency with your higher self, everything you want to manifest, now you're in line with your vortex, comes to you. Everything that you've asked for is going to come. You don't have to say, oh, can I manifest? I want to manifest that. Whatever you've wanted, thought, asked for, poof, it's going to start flowing into existence bloody fast. If you're in alignment, right? Okay. So yesterday I wasn't, and I was tired, but I said so. And then I was just on, and so started people asking questions, and we went down not the rabbit hole, but yeah, it's not something I don't like to think about. Talking about all the nonsense going on, not talking about it in detail, but anyway, you can watch my video on YouTube. Because most people aren't there, and they don't like it. Well, that's too bad. People don't realize you only know what you know when you're here. You only can see in its access depending on the frequency and vibration and say level of consciousness you're at. So if you give someone other information they're not ready for, they're not there, they're not going to agree with you. They can't resonate with it anyway. So I was talking about that. It's not something I like to talk and think about. So guess what? And this is what I'm preaching to everyone. Don't focus on focus on any of that nonsense. Because it was in my consciousness, this is a perfect lesson. Now you're talking about it, and of course now when you talk about something, it triggers those emotions, memories, feelings, all those things. So you're activating frequencies and things you do not want in you that aren't positive, and it's all rubbish and, whatever. Doom and gloom and nonsense, the whole red pill movement and everything. So now, of course, what does the mind do? Like anything you talk about. Especially if you, that's why I say don't go back in the past. Don't go back to the past, because you were not at the same frequency and resonance. So when you think of anything in the past, your mind immediately gets the same frequency and resonance of whatever that incident, whatever you think, whatever that thing was, and that's why you don't do it. Perfect example. So here we are. Yesterday was a lesson for me to say no, sorry, we're not talking about that. Anyway, you want to give clarity to people, you see. So I discussed that, and guess what happened? My mind was wondering. Now I've activated that nonsense that I do not want, that really horrible and dark rubbish, and and frequencies and resonance in me. So of course he's alive in you, and you are now a beacon for that shite. And your mind, what happens today? Your mind wants to think about the same rubbish. Because you thought about, you see, you don't want a momentum. So guess what? Today I started thinking about all the nasty things in the world. I was like, oh, no, I don't need this nonsense. So obviously I realized now it's active in me. Gee, there was a lesson, which I'm trying to teach. This is what the 30-40 days is about. Don't do this shit. So I learned, oh, wow, there it is. You see, practice. Speech is nothing. People don't learn if you talk. You have to see it and learn for yourself. So guess what? There we are. In my exact example, don't talk about it, don't think about it, don't focus on it, because you then, draw it to you and you think more of it, as even Joe Dispenza says. What you thought of yesterday, your mind's going to think of, and it builds up more and more, and you do not, and then you end up in such a negative vortex. All you can think about is the nastiness out there. Bullshit. I don't want that nonsense. So there were one or two things I wanted to get out of my energy field. And I watch people, even comments. I can see, oh, okay, I'm resonating, whatever there. I can see what I've picked up, you see. It depends where your mind is. And that's what you will draw to you. So I'm aware it's nobody else. Past that stage now where you suck it up, I know you're manifesting it yourself. So I'm like, okay, I've obviously got something in my frequency and resonance that allowed this to come into my experience or whatever, right? So I sat in the meditation. I'm going to give you something to clear all that shite out your mind. I did this last year to help people because it came to me again last year. And this is why people are stuck in this delusion and being and their discernment is extremely compromised. A lot of people have their discernment's compromised and their wisdom, it also depends on the level of consciousness you're at. You're holding yourself down here by all the nonsense you're participating anyway, so you're not going to rise higher. So that they're not reaching higher consciousness or higher realms or higher frequencies to be able to see, ooh, you know, maybe things aren't quite, but you know, there we are. Anyway, neither here or there. It was a lesson for me, which was a great lesson. So I was like, okay, I don't want this active in me. As I've been preaching in my videos, these are what these lives are actually about, is you don't want that nonsense, right? We're trying to get rid of all this. You focus on the light, you're increasing your light, increasing your frequency and vibration. You're giving yourself access into your higher self, all your manifestations, or whatever you want to manifest, your everything. You're more light, higher knowledge, wisdom, the whole lot, right? The higher you go, the better for everybody, right? Sorry, I'm hot, people. Phew. Another thing you're going to do is dehydrate a bit. Because of these, as they're coming in, wow, we're getting a bit of dehydration because your cells are being vibrated so much in the change. You can actually see it. I'm like, you go to the next time. You wake up a little bit dehydrated, right? Anyway, so I thought, right, I don't want this. So of course, it was a great example for me to see, right? I'm talking about this negative belief systems. Bashar says, the amount we have, like thousands and thousands we have taken on in our lifetime. This is because of the level of consciousness or dimension we've been sitting at, right? It's quite a dark one. So we've taken on so much shit in the in the third dimension or 4. We're in 4D now anyway for a while. We've actually been in 4D for a while, but anyway, there's no more 3D. But we're sitting with all this rubbish. This is why there's a lot of work for us to get through. We've got so many negative belief systems. This is why we're not seeing any quick changes on the outside. I don't want to go repeat them because I don't want to sit with them tomorrow. So, of course, my mind started thinking about all these things. And I realized also it's biases because now everybody I see, say, associated with this religious group, I'm looking at them as, got to be something wrong with them or nasty or bad or whatever, which is rubbish. It's humans. So now we're painting the same thing, all with the same brush. I explained what that movement was about anyway, never mind, and the whole thing there. So I didn't want to hold any of this. I did a meditation last year and I explained to everybody clear, because this is why your discernment is also filtered, to release everything that you have taken on from the external that did not, every belief which you think is a truth, every truth, belief, story, whatever, you've taken on from the external, whatever it is, whoever it was, that did not come from your higher self, release it. And you'll see your perception changes because at the moment you've taken on all those beliefs, you believe them, your higher self, your guides validating whatever nonsense you can believe. Try it. Change your thing and try and focus on believe something else and you'll watch your guides and things will validate that as well. Whatever you want to believe, you create your own reality, your guides, and it's also not contradicted. You can create and live any fantasy world you want to. Believe you're a Spider-Man, whatever. And you will see it and experience that and your astrals will confirm it. This is just how it works, right? So, I sat in meditation today again. And I just happened to, I love things work. And I just happened to watch one of Brendan, I can't remember his channeling source and angels and something he calls himself. Gosh. I just happened to see one of his little videos today. And he was talking about something which he also does. Because I'm doing all this clearing now as well. Like when you've got healing and big purging and clearing, or I want to purify things, I call in the angels to do that. Plus all my guides. So I ask for light bath or complete cleanse or whatever I want to do, I call them in. So he was saying the same thing. He was doing it, I can't remember what he was doing it for anyway, something else. So I sat in meditation and I was, okay, right, I said to them, because this is my thing, was to clear the shite now that I've got in me, which is now active frequencies and resonant. I'm resonating with that shite, because you've activated that, it's still in you. So, because since last year you're watching other things and you've taken on all this nonsense about, if anyone knows the Red Pill movement, there's a lot of shit in it, and none of it's nice, right? None of it. So we're going to keep this on the planet. You're manifesting this yourselves because you are buying in it, you're thinking it, you're believing it, and there we are. So you are doing it to yourselves. Totally. Nobody else is doing it to you. They're just feeding you the story and wanting you to manifest the dark timeline which you're doing for them. So I want this out of my system. It's not nice. I do not want any of those frequencies released in my system because I don't want that world. I'm not helping keeping the nastiness on in anything. So I sat down and I called in the angels. I called in all my guides and I called in the angels and I asked for, this is just me. You can take it wherever you are. You do, as I say, free will. We have free will, right? But it doesn't benefit me to hold any dark, dense, negative beliefs, energies, frequencies, or vibrations because I will end up having to live in that reality and I do not want that, right? So I called them in and I asked them. Now this was clever. I'm so glad I did this because now I was thinking today on my walk, right? How many negative others? Oh, it's going to take me forever, right? How many generations we're going to have to come back or, to clear until we can get to a certain frequency. Remember, as long as we're holding frequencies, dimensions, and beliefs that are lower, now these are all 3D nonsense. All of that movement is not higher consciousness. I'm very sorry. If you go listen to anyone, Bashar ever makes anyone will tell you, then you realize, oh, okay. So all of that is very 3D, old world behavior, nonsense, negative, dark, rubbish, right? All of it. And my last night's live explains that one. So I asked them very nicely. Now I'm thinking, well, how do I now? I've got to go through all of my thoughts, right? Because you're going to think of all the thought patterns, all the beliefs you've taken on, that you're holding. Geez, how many there are. Like, as what's her name said, 80-something thousand. We're not even aware of them. They're negative. And if every single thing, every thought, everything, you're holding all these mixed frequencies, resonance. Could you imagine? It's a mix and mash. It'll take us a long time to get, or as a being, to get through this earth game, right? Not really, eh? Okay. So it came to me then. I asked them to clear all. I called them in and I asked to clear all negative beliefs, frequencies, vibrations, and resonance that is not in line with my higher self. Not in true alignment with my higher self. Now, source, your higher self, doesn't hold any dark, blame, anger, judgment, any, whatever nonsense. Obviously not. Nothing. So that won't be in alignment with your higher self if it's dark, nasty, this and that, whatever, right? So dark, dense. Now, I was very specific. So I said, dark, dense energy, frequencies, vibrations, emotions, consciousness. I listed them all off very carefully in resonance. Active resonance. In me, I want them all clear. Any that I took on from the externals, from others, that did not come directly from my higher self. There we are. You've got to be very specific. It did not come directly from your higher self. You took this on from some person you believe and trust now on Truth Movement, which is very clever, or any media, news, this, that, mother, father, cousin, brother, light worker, whatever, right? Nothing. So I asked to clear that. I asked them then to completely clear all of that. So you've got your guides, all your guides, the angels, and I asked my innate, which is your inner being. Because remember, you're holding this nonsense. All your cells are just energy. You want this stuff out. Called it in and asked them now to completely clean it. I want it all gone. There's a lot, and you can feel the difference. Wow, people, you feel a lot lighter. That stuff moves. So they're going to transmute. I asked them to transmute all of it into pure light and unconditional love. Anything that's not in alignment, anything that's not in alignment with pure unconditional love and light must be transmuted. So be very careful. low frequency, negative, dark energy, frequencies, vibrations, and resonance. Low frequency, resonance, vibrations, active, whatever, right? Completely cleared from you. Completely. I mean, your inner being, your body, your auric field, your this, your that, your cash, whatever. You want this stuff gone and transmuted. Okay, into pure light and unconditional love. Anything that's not in alignment with unconditional love, my higher self, and pure light. Anything I took on from the external as my truth, belief, whatever, I am now releasing. That is not in a complete alignment. There we are. Wow, people. That's going to save you a lot of time. Otherwise, you're going to be going through and cleaning and clearing this, and oh, there's a belief system, and they're all negative. If it's hate, anger, fear, this and that, it's a dark, dense belief. It is, you are then saying, oh, the world's horrible, and this is, and you create your own reality. You're creating a bad world, creating a corrupt, creating bad, evil, this, that, nastiness. You are doing it. They are putting it out there, and you are manifesting it for them. End of story. This is why I know one should be watching any form of media. All right. Especially if they, anyway, there we are. It's as much as I want to say. So I've shared those now, right? Do that meditation and you can clear all beliefs. Okay, thoughts, energies, frequencies, vibrations, beliefs that you took on that did not come directly from your higher self, that are not in alignment with pure love, pure unconditional love or not. And those are not in alignment with that. Absolutely. And then they must completely, so you want to remove resonance, frequency, vibration, and energy of all. And it must be transmuted, okay, into pure unconditional love and light. There we are. Oh, bloody wonderful. Well, that's cleaning your closet, people. And I was like, thank you. So can you imagine now, if that person hadn't asked me, and if I hadn't gone down the wrong, it's not a wrong way. You see the divine guidance here? So my higher self guided me down there because I'm giving guidance to show you, ooh, you see what happens when you focus on that? Now it's active. Now you're thinking about it. Oh, yes. Now you want to get rid of it. Let's give a solution, and you can tell them. So I can share a solution now to help a lot of people clear so much dark, fear-mongering nonsense that they are holding in them. Guess what? Every frequency and resonance you hold into you is an antenna and a beacon drawing all of that to your experience. News, more people that are going to say, yeah, you know, and you are in the dark. You can't rise out. You're stuck here. You're not going to get higher than that. All right. That is all of its old world, all of its old earth. Anything that's negative, dark, fear-mongering, hate, blame, guilt, this, that is old earth. Full time. There we are. All my videos are going to go up to YouTube, so you can go watch that, all right? Now let's do some affirmations. As I said, we're not going to, I've learned my lesson now. So anyone ask me any questions during this 30-40 day, on that, you're not going to get any answers. We're not going to go down any rabbit holes. There's a holes, dark holes, you know, you get stuck in the darkness. If you focus on the darkness, I warn people. Another video I did on YouTube a year ago. You will get stuck. It will consume you, and does it, because what you feed grows. What you feed grows. You only focus on the light if you want the light. You do not give, because people think that's the light because they're telling me the truth. No. What is in it? Fear, hate, anger. Ooh. Why would you want to manifest any shortages in your life or any problems? That's why you don't watch any of it. There we are. Okay. So there we are. I've shared that. The rest are on my TikTok page. I shared today. Some more today. You can go to my TikTok page. There's ones to help with your self-worth, to clear all of those things. Okay. My YouTube page has got tons of videos on there. For newbies, you've got to start at the bottom videos. There's about 100 and something videos. So scroll down my YouTube page, go to the very bottom and start with those, because that's where you're at, and then you're going to work your way through those bottom, lower, you know, things. All right. And the darker things, and how it tells you that. All right. It covers all that stuff. But if you want to get out of the darkness, you've got to focus on the light only. Only, which means only things that are good, positive, happy, uplifting, light. I've told you about the manifestations, how to increase your light. I've shared today on my TikTok page. Okay, how to increase the light. So you're going to start radiating light. You can put a light sphere around you. I did this over a year. I'm not going to go into protection nonsense. I did this more than a year or 2 years ago or something already. Anyone can. You can envision whatever protection you want, fill it with the highest frequency, light, vibration, reflect any dark, dense, negative energies, consciousness, thoughts, frequencies, vibrations, there we are. You setting the intent, you create your own reality. Now, no negative thoughts, frequencies, vibrations, intense beings, this, other, can enter, people. Keep doing it. You've got to visualize this sphere of such powerful, the highest purest light, the highest frequency and purest light vibration out in the entire creation. You are sitting in it. It's surrounding you in this beautiful sphere, massive high frequency energy. And it's going to bounce off, because remember, if something is in a lower frequency and vibration, it can't enter. You are going to be invisible to anything that's dark, dense, negative. But first you've got to clear up yours. This is what I've just told you now. If you're holding all this, you've got to get rid of all these dark, dense things. You have active frequencies and vibrations. Because when you think of something, you focus on it, you have now activated that in you. So please stop watching any news, because none of it is positive. Doesn't matter if it's the red or the blue side, or any side, there's sides anyway. It's not. All right, there we are. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's going through a huge purging and clearing right now. Are you welcome? I've shared lots. I've been doing this. That's why I started YouTube and TikTok. I started TikTok to help people and uploaded YouTube videos more than a year ago to help people, newbies waking up. Long time. All right, beautiful, lovely people. Now we're going to do some positive things and affirmations. If you want to get on the bandwagon to get your light sorted out and get out of the darkness, follow these. I started them 4 days ago. This is specifically, purely focusing on the light. This is to get you to raise your frequency and vibration and light highest possible. Everything else won't bother you. You won't have negative thoughts, because you're going to be on a higher frequency and vibration. No negative beings, no negative anything in your experience. If you do what we've been doing, this is why we're doing this now. 30, 40 days. Do this for 30, 40 days. Everything I'm saying, and you will not have a negative experience, people. In any way. And you're going to be so happy and on cloud 9. There we are. Your frequency and vibration is going to be in the roof. You're going to be in complete alignment with your higher self, your inner being, source. You're going to be cruising. Only good things are going to come into experience. You're going to love life, and you're going to be like laughing, at this. And then you're going to have a higher perspective too, and look back and think, oh wow, okay, trust me, I look back. Your consciousness is keep going up, right? And it's amazing when you look back and see, oh wow, when I was there and I believed that, oh I believed that, oh I believed that. And as you're going up and up, you're getting a higher and higher and higher clarity, higher perception, higher perspective, because the higher the frequency goes, the higher access you have, the higher wisdom, the higher knowledge, everything. All right. So you got to go back. If you want to do this, you got to start with my video. I started on Saturday, these videos already. And every day I do them. The next morning I upload them to YouTube for you. All right. Let's start with affirmations again, people. We do meditations as well. There's no problems. Because remember, as a parent, you are dominant. That person's picking up on your frequency and vibration, and they're going to align with your frequency and vibration. As if you're holding a negative fear-based one, they're picking that up. So you're spreading it. So you can't have any negative beliefs. You should be doing this then, and then you won't have a problem. Because your frequency and vibration, if it's higher, will affect your son or child or anybody. So you've got to stay in a very positive, high frequency and vibration and no fear, because you're not spreading it. They will calibrate to your frequency. So if you've got fear and worry, that's what you're spreading to them. Don't do that. Okay? Just thought. You create your own reality. This is exactly what I'm preaching. Do not think bad. This is where we do these affirmations. You can go to my YouTube and you can start with the one from Saturday, and that will help you immensely. And get on board. Follow those people. I've shared links, and then you're going to be all right. Your life will change, okay? All right. Everything will change. If all beings are equal, doesn't matter what body they're in, if it's a baby's body or an adult's body, all beings are controlled by Source. the higher self. They come and play. They've chosen these bodies and things for a reason. For this life, we've all chosen what family, what sex, whatever we're in, for a purpose. That's it. That's how the game works. Yeah, exactly. We are all one anyway, consciousness on the other level. We're just playing while we're down here. Yeah. All right, people, let's start. Do some breathing. We're going to do some affirmations. Obviously, if you've been following these daily lives, you're supposed to have your own. You're going to be doing gratitude every morning and every evening. You're setting intent every time. You're going to set the intent for tomorrow. You're going to set the intent what you want to have lunch. You're going to set the intent how you want your evening to go. So in your day, and your life will start changing if you know, but that's up to people. There we are. So you've got to have your own affirmations. You're going to be saying your own thing. But let's just pick up the energy. Let's pick up the frequency and vibration by doing one. I share mine with you. I just go off. And it just comes whenever I want to do, right? So we can do another one. I don't recommend doing this at night, the affirmations. Why? If you're on a lower frequency and vibration and you can't feel it yet, okay. But if you're like me, I say it and my system recalibrates to it like that. So it's like instant change. So if I say calm 3 times, but then that 60 seconds, I'm calm. My frequency has changed. So what happens then, it increases my frequency and vibration too much at night, and I'm like, I'm not joking. I lie in bed and I'm telling Source how much I love Source, how much I love life, and I thank this and I love that, and I am so my frequency and vibration is too high. So it's not a good thing for me. I do it in the morning first thing when I wake up, right? I sit here, I look out the window, I don't care what's out there, cloudy or not, and I start with my thank you. It just comes, and I start with my gratitude, and I thank them for the lovely evening. I thank them for yesterday, for today, and, you know, whatever. I just go off, and it just comes. I start saying thank you, and for everything, my blessings, my life, my this, whatever, right? And then I start with my affirmations. I am, which is you should be doing. This is what we're doing now on this 30-40 day thing. Yeah, I know, I'm too charged to sleep, exactly. This is why I don't like doing it at night. Because I say my gratitude, but the same thing. Gratitude is the high frequency. Gratitude is like meditation. When you get into transcendental meditation, you are in a complete alignment because you completely transcend the body. There's no mind. You're out of the mind. You completely transcend the body. And your whole body's like, you're not in it. It just, I don't know, it's like a sack of potatoes and it stops. You don't even have to breathe. I don't know what happens. It goes into like hibernation mode. Your body goes into hibernation and you poof, off you're gone, right? You're in complete alignment with Source. There's no resistance. That's how you can heal and send healing and do things on the planet and other weird stuff we do, right? All over there. In our astral we get, whatever. So if you ask, because remember everything's free will, you ask how you can help Gaia or humanity or, any sentient beings, whatever. Ask, offer your services, and you will, find they might be taken up. You'll be surprised. Okay, I'm getting off track. But gratitude's another one. Gratitude, as Abraham 6 says, pumps up your vibration, and there's no resistance because you are being thankful. You see, appreciation. They call it, she says appreciation. Appreciation, gratitude, thankfulness. Oh, wow, because you don't want to grovel, because remember, you are part of Source. You're not supposed to be down, please, please. But it's like, wow, thank you. It's your family you're talking to. Okay, it's your family. You are part of Source. It's all just like you. Think of it's one massive big family, right? You're part of. So there we are, gratitude. But then it's another thing is I can't sleep again. Because then if I have such a good one, I'm like, oh wow, that was amazing, and I'm like, I get these epiphanies and things, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Oh, thanks, I love it. I'm just loving this. I'm loving this. I'm loving the awakening. I'm loving life. And then I'm just beaming. I'm so radiant. Now my energy's to the roof. And they wonder why I don't sleep. It's like, oh, shit. So, yeah, I don't want to. That's why I'm doing his lives. They're not too late. Oh, anyway, I actually want to try and get sleep earlier. Let's see. Anyway, let's see. Who knows? Depends how much is coming in. All right. So, like you, sitting your thing in the morning, like I've told everyone in my other videos, do this, do your affirmations. We can do some now, and if we want to do a meditation for a little bit, That's another important thing, people. What you send out, the more you help other people, do healing, send this, send love, comfort to people, whatever it is, to the planet, to whatever, that increases your frequency and vibration, because you're all one. The more you do for the all, because you are part of all. This is why it lowers your frequency and vibration to judge, hate, blame. Oh, they are, he is, blah, 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 blah. That is, blah, 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 blah. That completely puts you out of alignment, and it cuts you off. So as I say, you don't think negative thoughts anyway. Anyway, this is how it is. If you've only got love on the brain, boy, does your frequency, and all you think about is that, and you're sending it out, you sit in meditation, you're sending out love and peace to people, and blessings, and you're sending out this, and man, your frequency literally will go through the roof. And that's great, because people need a bit of discernment. Please, in your affirmations, thank them. Not ask, thank them for the wisdom and discernment, because there's a lot of it still lacking here, which is understandable. A lot of people I see got on the awakening movement early. I mean, light workers, some have been awake for a while, but are stuck. They've got one foot in, they haven't transitioned yet. They don't realize they've got one foot in the old and one foot in the new. This is where they're stuck. They've got one foot in 3D and one foot in the so-called, let's just say, there's no actually, we're not in 3D, 4D then. And then haven't been able to move into the golden age yet. They haven't. Because they are busy doing, never mind. Anyway, as I say, what they shouldn't be doing, and focusing on this, and doing the action. You know what I mean? Whatever. There we are. Nothing's difficult. You see, there's an exact example, negative belief system. If you're saying it's difficult, it's going to be difficult. If you're saying I'm blocked, you're going to be blocked. Everything we do to ourselves, what you think and what you say and believe is vital. So this is a training. It takes time. This is why we're doing it. You don't say or think anything negative. So if it is difficult, I'm going to have an easy time tomorrow. Try it, segment in 10. Go watch my videos. Start with on Saturdays. And you will see a difference in your life. If you do, be disciplined and be conscious of it and make an effort and do it, you'll see big time. Okay, it's easy. Tomorrow I'm going to have no problem doing it. Segment intend. Intention, you create. All right. And this is a couple of years of experience I'm telling you from, because I blocked myself. I'm blocked, and it was only me, because I believed I was blocked. I'm blocked. If you believe someone has done something to you, it's going to happen to you. It's our belief in what we say. I'm absolutely serious, because I went through it myself, you see. I've got no blocks, nothing, because we create our own reality. I'm fully, open. I'm on the highest frequency vibration, whatever. All right, there we are. We're not going we're not going off topic now. Let's do some breathing, people. Sit wherever you are. Start with your breathing, because that helps you immensely. I do a clearing as well. It's kind of like a qigong thing before I meditate. So I clean, because normally we've got, depends when you're meditating, but you've been active. Your mind's been active and thought about that, who knows. You've got all kinds of frequencies maybe active. So I clear them, right, when I start. So I'll sit in meditation, do breathing, and then I do the qigong, pull in qi, pure, clean energy, frequency and light, pull it in through the crown, and I bring it down, and I'm cleansing and clearing all dark, dense energy, frequencies, vibrations, emotions, low frequencies and vibrations. Cleanse and clear, right? And you're seeing it going, you flush. You see the light flushing it like a waterfall. This is like water. It's like going over, flushing it straight out into the earth, woof, below you. So normally we start, you can align all your chakras, put them in alignment. Center and align, open up your root, ground yourself. You know how to ground yourself. And then you do this, pull it in, cleanse and clear all dark, dense energy, thoughts, frequencies, vibrations, emotions, a lower frequency energy. Watch it go down. Next, gather your hands, pull it down through the crown. You're pulling in all that lovely new chi. Okay, there we are. You do that. You start, You can sit there. This helps with the alignment as well. If you sit in this pose, hands thing, thumbs against your chest, it helps, first of all, straighten you. It helps your kundalini, your chakras. It helps keep you in a straight posture. So you're not doing this, so you are in alignment. You see, those are trying to activate the kundalini or something. So you do that. I sit there and I'll start saying thank you and gratitude, and I go off on my rant and I'll tell Source everything I'm grateful, and I am so bloody blessed. So I start going, appreciating all my blessings and wow, the beautiful divine guidance, love, blessings, light. I mean, I can just sit here forever and go on. And I can. It's just wow, when you realize what you're going to be grateful for, it's like, oh, wow, wow, life is perfect. All right. Then we sit. You should be doing this. I am unconditional love. Okay? You are claiming it. So when you're saying it, thinking and focusing on it, you are activating that frequency and vibration in you. This is why we do this. So all of these things, whatever you say, I am, and you keep doing this every day, guess what? You are practicing that frequency and vibration. So it becomes a permanent frequency and vibration because you're holding it. You're doing it every day. So you're holding that and it's active in you. Guess what? Everything lined up with those frequencies and vibrations that you are holding active are going to come into experience. Love, people that hold unconditional love, happiness, joy, everything. Do you understand the purpose of these affirmations every day and how important they are? Fantastic. You are making sure they stay active. And by not focusing on any other things you don't want, that won't be active. So you are not going to draw any negative experience into your life. End of story. You want to deactivate all that shit you put in your thing, all the negative things, and cleanse it. As I've told you, you can do cleansing as much as you want. Ask to be completely purified and cleansed. Drop all those beliefs and junk and nonsense you're holding. And I just told you, right? I am unconditional love. I am unconditional love. I am unconditional love. I am peace. Wow. The energies are high, man. Wow, you're in the astral like that already. You transcend your body very fast. Whoo. You don't have to tap in and sit there and try and get into gamma. You're in gamma like boom. I am peace. Thank you. I am peace. I am calm. I am calm. You can do this with me, it helps a lot. Completely relaxed. I am calm. Lovely. I am happiness. I am happiness. Oh, thank you. I am happiness. I am kindness. I am kindness. I am kindness. You are claiming these, you see. You are identifying and claiming that frequency and vibration. So be careful of what you claim. Think of the things you want to be. What do you want to feel every day, right? Yeah, it's amazing. I tell you what, it's amazing. Okay, so these are all, this just comes to me. These are mine. I'm just going off. You can do what you want. Okay, so I've got unconditional love, kindness, compassion, peace, calm, happiness, joy. Massively important for the soul. I am, and that's a high frequency, very high joy. Huh? Joy is like gratitude. Woo! Gets you up there very quickly. I am joy. You want joy in your life? Activate joy. Wonderful. I am joy. I love it. I am joy. I am tranquility. I am tranquility. That's a lovely one to have, eh? I am tranquility. Beautiful. Oh, you want to feel tranquil. It's you can sleep. Everything is like, oh, I am tranquility. Okay. Wow, that's lovely. Well, let's think about other ones I can give you, because I normally do this on my own. It just flows. I don't have to worry about people. Freedom, free. Oh, so free. I'm going to give you ones that are useful to people now, and they need them as well. Okay. I am free. I am completely and totally free. Don't believe in any other illusions. You want to be free? Claim it. I am completely and totally free. I am freedom. I am free. I am free. I'm completely and totally free. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am satisfied. I am satisfied. I am satisfied. I am content. I am content. I am content. I am thankful, grateful, and appreciative. I am thankful and grateful and appreciative. I am thankful, I am grateful, I am appreciative. I am thankful, I am grateful, I'm appreciative. What other ones? I am divinely guided. People want all these. I'm trying to think. I share them. Go watch my lives. I share them for a reason. You can watch other ones. I'm divinely guided. That's a great one. I'm divinely guided. I'm thinking of people, what people need, not what I need now. I'm thinking of everybody else, actually. I'm divinely guided. You would like, all right? There we are. Now, I've told people you can say, I'm holding the highest light, frequency, vibration. Do those if you want to hold more light. Most people do. I'm holding the highest light possible in a human physical vessel. I'm holding the highest light possible in a human physical vessel. I'm holding the highest light possible in a human physical. Ooh, I'm tingling already. I mean, like a light bulb going on here. So you can do the light. I'm holding the highest frequency, vibration, dimension, consciousness. So you claim, I'm saying all these things, but safety, secure. People don't feel secure. I feel safe. I feel secure. I feel happy. I feel loved. I am loved. You feel loved, you're going to feel better. You claiming these things, all your shit goes away. I feel loved. I feel safe. I'm free. I'm happy. Harmony is a good one to hold. I am harmony. I am harmony. I am harmony. I am balance. You want to be well balanced, don't you? I am balance. Oh, there we are. I am balance. See, the light goes before me, all around me, and clears my path. There's only benevolence in my every now moment. Thank you for that. You can thank Source for the wisdom and discernment. Please, people ask for wisdom, and I'm holding the highest level of wisdom or discernment and clarity. You know, thank you for the clarity, wisdom, and discernment I have. I have great wisdom, discernment, and clarity. Please, that's very needed out there. Wisdom, discernment, and clarity, people, please. Ask for that. Claim that in your mantras. Include it in your daily thing, okay? I have great, okay. Yeah. Thank you for my wisdom, clarity, and discernment. I have discernment. I'm holding the highest perspective and thing. I've gone through in other ones. You can watch my other ones. So the higher, all your decisions is a very good thing. All my decisions come from the highest clarity and perception or perspective. That's a very good place to be. Yeah, I've done that one yesterday. Yes, exactly. My body is in perfect health, harmony, balance, and vitality. I'm saying, I'm just sharing. You can go whatever you bloody want, people. And if you want something for the health, or weight, or fit, I'm firm, whatever. But I would encourage more intelligent things to ask first, because those all come in alignment anyway. So you can thank. It is very good in your effort, in your gratitude. Please thank Source for this. That is better to include in a gratitude. So for affirmations, I claim those, but in your gratitude, thank them. Because whatever you give thanks for, you get more of, see? So in the gratitude, thank you for this beautiful, you're lucky you've got a decent body. It walks, it works, it's perfect health. I'm in health, I can still walk, my mind, everything. Be grateful. So I'm very grateful because you chose this body. You got to be thankful for it, right? You chose whatever you're in now. And if you're sick, that's also a thing you chose, because you just cut yourself off from your light. That's what causes illness. Cutting yourself off, stop focusing on the darkness, align completely with and all your other nonsense goes away. So I am thankful for this perfect, beautiful body. Thank you, Source, for this beautiful body. It's in perfect health, harmony, fitness, balance, vitality. It's radiating light. I thank you so much for this. See, including your gratitude, thanks for your health, for your vitality, for your, you know what I mean, fit, firm, healthy, whatever. Thank you. Please include those. Include and thank them for discernment, please. Discernment, wisdom. Highest, always ask for the highest perception. And what was the other thing? When you make a decision. I've included other ones I say, and other ones when you say for affirmations, what I do tell people is like I've got one. All my thoughts, words, actions, and deeds come from the highest level of consciousness. Pure divine source. They do anyway. But you want to get yours from the highest frequency. You don't want to get them down here. So get thoughts that are up there. Okay, so all my thoughts, words, actions, and deeds come from the highest level of consciousness, from pure light, pure love, kindness and compassion, always for the highest and greatest good. Okay, then you can do things for protection. The light goes before me and clears my path. There's only benevolence in my nowadays, whatever you're worrying about. So then you're thanking them for the guidance, for protection, for I'm safe, I'm secure, I'm happy, I'm content, my life is full of abundance, wealth. Remember, if you are full of gratitude and appreciation, that means you've got a lot to be grateful and appreciative for. So you definitely want to, in your affirmations, you want to be in great appreciation, thanks, I always say, thanks, thank you, appreciation, and, gratitude, thanks, and full of appreciation. Why? Because then you're going to have a lot of things in your life to be thankful for, aren't you? I am so blessed. I am so blessed. Thank you for I am so blessed. I tell you that I am. I know I am. I'm like loving. And I keep thanking them for it. I am so blessed. I am divinely guided. There's only benevolence in my every now moment. The light goes before me and clears my path. And as I said, you can just go on. Use this. You see, whatever you are worried about having a problem with in your life, want more of, you are going to claim, because all these things you have now, I have now activated them in my frequency and vibration. Wisdom, freedom, peace, harmony, balance, this, that, love, The unconditional love, everything basically lines up with it. That's in direct alignment with Source, with your higher being. Unconditional love is the most high aligned state. So that means you're going to draw all good things into your existence. You see, if you are activated unconditional love, that's fantastic, people. So you don't have to be specific and I want that, and what about that? Because people are only doing it, if you're doing it for alternative motives, it's not going to work. People do this because they want to manifest that. Do this, you don't have to worry. Stay in alignment and you be grateful and thankful. All that stuff which you've been asking for all your life and praying for is going to fall out the sky in your head. And you manifest within a week. You just have to ask Source. It's just knowing. I used to just say, I really feel like I remember I wanted crystals. I want crystals. And there's no way that I didn't know how I was going to get them. And I wasn't worried. I said, I like crystals, and I just knew. Ask and you shall receive. Because it was proven to me, I do. And it was like, boom, next week, boof, a whole lot of crystals were offered to me. Then I got a laptop, and then I got a phone because I wanted one. It's like, boof, boof, boof. There we are. Because you ask, there's no attachment to it, there's no forcing it and trying. You're just asking, and you leave it with source. You know, it's like a prayer. Ask it and you'll get it. Ask for it, boof, I know I'm going to get it. How? I don't know. It comes to you. It's not your problem how, it just comes. What you need will come to you when you ask. But you've got to be in alignment, and this is what I'm teaching you. Why? Because everything you're saying now, you are keeping active in your frequency and vibration. Keep doing it every day. Don't fall out of it. I made that mistake, hey people. I just thought, okay, because I've done it for about a month, and then I left it. And then it's slowly going, before you realize it, oops, you're completely out of it. Oh, shit. If you keep these, now you're doing it every day, remember? You are keeping it active in your, now my buzzing away, frequency and vibration. You can do it twice a day if you want, but don't do it too much close to bedtime, as you won't sleep. Please do your thankful, yeah. Are you welcome? Please do your thanks. Thank them. If you want good health, keep thanking them for your health. You don't want for people that have, unfortunately, that's why I say please do this clearing, because it'll remove all those nasty beliefs that you've taken on, that people have told you this is going to happen, and ooh, you're going to experience, you don't want to experience any of that rubbish. Clear it out. I thank you. I always have an abundance of food, wonderful, healthy food. I have an abundance of clean water, food, clothes, the things that you really need to survive. Thank them for that, to make that stays in your reality. All right. If you believe you're going to run out of something or you haven't got enough, well, then you're not going to. All right. Because what is in your existence now is already manifested because you believed that before. That was old frequencies and vibrations and thoughts. You are now creating something new. So next week, would you like food? Would you like all these things? You don't want to run out? Yes, you do. This is what you're doing. You are now manifesting and making sure that next week and further on, you are going to have all the, and you're going to be good. You can't change what you've done now, because that what you're sitting with now was old beliefs, frequencies. It's already manifest in your reality. But next week, you don't want any, you want to keep all that. Only good, you know what I mean? This is why I'm doing this every day. Do it, people. Do exactly what I've been saying in my videos since Saturday. Okay. Except for last night, because last night we got distracted. But it was a good, you see, if I hadn't have got off course, there was no accident, I wouldn't have done this clearing again, and it wouldn't have come to me, and I wouldn't have been able to share it with you. There we are. Isn't it lovely? I love it. That's why I say I love it. I love what Source does. I'm just in absolute awe of this process and the guidance and the love and oh man, I love it. I am so happy. I'm so blessed, I can't even tell you. Well, you realize the wealth you have. How many people can say they are absolutely content, happy, have such inner peace, such contentment, such happiness, such that inner peace, all that. No matter what your status is, no matter what your situation in life is, you know what I mean? And to love your life and love life itself, that you absolutely love life and love your life. That's a place to be, people. That's another thing you include in your affirmations. I love my life. It's fantastic. It's lovely. And it will be. I love life, or I love my life. Thank you for this beautiful life, this carnation. You chose to be here this time. Start being thankful. Thank you for your life. Thank you for this beautiful, healthy body. Thank you for my water. Whatever you're going to say thank you for, more of it, and you mean it. You mean it. You have it. How many people can say that they absolutely are completely content? That nothing, that you're absolutely content with this life you have. I mean, your life is like you're just perfect. You're wanting, lacking, missing nothing. Wow, that's a blessing. So I am so blessed. I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so blessed, people. And I realized the other night, I thought, wow, you know how rich you are. That's true wealth. Absolute true wealth. So, wow, yeah, you realize you have such wealth. You can sit, you know, with so many things in you. Ooh, that's absolute wealth. So I'm very wealthy. I'm so blessed in that aspect. Well, in all aspects, actually, because I'm just so, that's it. I'm so thankful. And I just love everything. I love life. I'm got paradise around me, you know. Just everything. Creation. All right, lovely people. Yeah. Oh, thank you. So there we are. Please consider these things. All right. I'll put this up on YouTube. Unless are there any newbies have got any other issues, you can scroll through. There were a lot of messages I shared, and I warned people. But anyway, about getting stuck in the darkness, because it consumes you. You focus on. But people think they are following the light because it's exposing a darkness. No. What is the content? Anyway, I don't want to go. As I say, go look at my TikTok page. I've done some ones there to clear that. Yesterday and today, some good ones came through to clear these. Help you with meditation. Now you can clear all these negative beliefs and programs and stories and anything that you've taken on, because you don't want to manifest any of that stuff that they're telling you. That's no wonder why some people aren't coping. Oh my gosh, I'm stressed, I'm not coping. Why? Because you bought into all this fear. You're so worried about the future because it's all they're doing is scaring the crap out of you. And that is so old earth. Very low level of consciousness, people. You know what I mean? Because you don't, anyway. Yeah, whatever you say, believe, think is exactly what you're going to get. So now if you think about that, every thought, you got to think twice about everything you think. All right. So you are starting to create. Think of it as a new canvas. You're painting a picture. You are creating the world and life you want. Very important to do that right now. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. I hope, I want to try and get some sleep tonight. I don't want to get my energy up too much again, because otherwise I'll be awake all night again. It's already high again. Once you start your affirmations and your gratitude, that's it. As I say, you've activated those frequencies in you, and now you're happy and you're like, Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I know. We've been so many planets, haven't we? We've done this before. This is why when it kicked off, I was like, I wasn't so surprised, because we've done it before on other planets. You just knew it. You got this feeling, this wasn't your first rodeo. Yeah. It wasn't your first rodeo. So we've been through this shift in consciousness on another planet. But as I say, get your frequencies and vibrations up, people. Why? Because you access much more information. You can mine your DNA in a cache for useful lives. You've had so many lives you don't remember. So many. You can, whatever you're following in this life, mine that. So tap into lives that are going to be useful to you, right? Whether it's shamanic, whether it's healing, whether it's whatever. Call in guides, whoever you bloody want. Pull down that information. There's so much you can do. So the higher frequency vibration you have, the more access you have. It's so important. You'll see much more lives. Much more. You'll see much more, a lot more clarity anyway. Higher perspective on everything. You won't have any hate or judgment, and you'll see all of the nonsense going on. You'll understand it. And it's all lower consciousness. None of it. It doesn't matter. All right. I love you all. Bye.